You have to be okay with the uncertainty, and you have to be okay with your situation. Notice where you are and simply just accept it for what it is. Welcome to the Daring Living podcast, where it's all about personal growth, honest conversations, and exploring what it means to live a passionate, daring life. I'm your host, Shirley Huang. Hi everyone, welcome back. Yesterday, I was just talking with a friend who just recently graduated from culinary school. I was just thinking that it's so funny because we both went to business school together and graduated with a marketing degree. But now I'm a life coach and she's off to pursue a career in baking and making pastries. During our conversation, she brought up a lot of uncertainty about her future for this year. She is not sure if she will be able to find a job, and her friends and family, a lot of them are very skeptical about her decisions, and they want her to go back to working in her old marketing job. So there is a lot of uncertainty there. And that conversation actually sparked this episode today, how to navigate through uncertainty. And I know that especially in the new year, for those people who are going through a transition phase or some sort of change in their life right now, you may not know how this year is going to unfold for you. And it might be a little bit scary to think about. I want to use this episode as an opportunity to let you know right now that it is okay. It is okay to not know what you want to do. It is okay to feel uncertain, to feel anxious, or even scared. The very first step is simply to acknowledge that you are feeling this way. You feel anxious about your future, and that's okay. Notice how the feeling of anxiety, the feeling of uncertainty, or the feeling of fear, it is just a feeling. That doesn't mean there is anything wrong with you, or your decision, or your life, okay? The feeling of anxiety and fear, these feelings are created from your brain because you are doing something that maybe you have never done before, or you are taking a risk. And the primitive part of your brain, the part that controls your fight or flight response, thinks that you are unsafe. Back in the days of hunting and gathering, if you do something different from what you normally would do, or your environment changes all of a sudden, then you might die, right? Like a lion might kill you. But nowadays, you don't die, even though you still feel this way, because your brain is still wired the same way. So when you are taking a risk in your career or your relationships, maybe you are moving to a different country, or you are changing a career path, or you are setting a goal for yourself that almost seems impossible. You might get very anxious and you feel afraid and you might start to panic. And in those moments, you have to remind yourself that just because you feel this way, it doesn't mean that anything has gone wrong. I want you to tell yourself that you are safe. You are safe here. You're only feeling this way, but you're not physically in any danger. And also, don't beat yourself up for feeling this way. We all experience this. Nothing has gone wrong. You are simply choosing to create a different experience now. And this is something that maybe your body is not used to. It's a different experience compared to before. And that's all. Sometimes it's very powerful to simply just sit there and just take time to observe all of the emotions that are coming up for you and acknowledge them with compassion, without judgment, and just let them be. Sit there for a while, feel how each of these emotions feel, what the physical sensations feel like in your body. Is the feeling coming from your gut, or is it coming more at the top from your chest? Is your shoulder tense? Are your fingers cold? Notice how each feeling feels like in your body. If you want to learn more about how to manage your emotions, you can go back to episode 13. I talk a little bit more detail about different kinds of emotions that are good for you in phases of growth. What I just talked about, sitting in your emotions, this is the process of settling into your emotion and settling into your new reality. When you are faced with uncertainty, you have no idea what the future holds. And you have to be okay with where you are right now. You have to be okay with the uncertainty. And you have to be okay with your situation. Notice where you are and simply just accept it for what it is. And then only when you have acknowledged where you are, then I want you to commit to trusting yourself. Okay? Commit to trusting yourself and be flexible about your plans to change. Now, this might sound a little bit odd for you, so let me explain more. When you don't know what is going to happen, it means that anything can happen. This means that new opportunities might come in, or new and even better ideas might come to you about how you should achieve your results, about how you should achieve your goal, okay? Throughout the year, you might have different ideas come to you, and you will have to prepare to throw your entire plan out the window. But if you are not open to change, then it's hard for great opportunities to come to you. So there is a two-part to facing uncertainty. The first part is what I just talked about. You have to be flexible with your plan. And I think I talked a little bit about this in the previous episode about goal setting. There will always be multiple different ways for you to accomplish your goal. There will be different ways for you to get your dream job. There will be many ways for you to lose 50 pounds, meet the love of your life, or start your business. The how is endless. And you have to be open to try all different ways, be open to changes, and expect that your plan may change during this process. Now, the second part to navigating uncertainty is that you have to be committed. This means that you have to decide ahead of time what your end result is going to be. You have to have a clear vision of what you want the result to look like. For example, when I ended my job, I didn't know what my future was going to look like. But I made the decision that I want to start something for myself in the personal development world, even though I didn't know what that would look like. I didn't even know that you can be a life coach back then. But I committed to go down that path anyways and trust that I would figure it out somehow. And then a few months later, I discovered life coaching. And because of that, I had to throw my original plan for the year out the window because then I had to start getting certified and had to practice coaching and start working with clients. Everything is completely different. But at the end, I still achieved my end result, which is working online and helping people in the personal development industry. Do you see what I'm saying? Whatever happens between now and the result that you want, the dots in between that will get you there, you will only realize and see how they connect to each other when you look back. And that's the beauty of it all. I strongly believe this. There is no one decision that is the right one, okay? There is a decision, and then you decide and commit that you are going to make it right. And here's the thing. Even if you don't know how your next few months is going to unfold, you have to have a direction and an end result that you can hold on to, whatever that may be. This end vision that you are holding on to, whatever it may be, this is going to be the thing that will lead the way during this time of uncertainty. You have to have faith in the end result this end vision that you want to create for yourself. That's what you need to commit to. It's what you need to be stubborn about, not the plan. The plan may change, but what you want to achieve, the kind of life that you want to create at the end, that is defined by you. This is your life. Do you know what's the secret of not giving up? It is believing. Despite the uncertainty that may be in your life right now, actually believing that everything will be okay is going to be the thing that will take you there. How? Because when you actually believe in achieving your end results, you won't make the failures mean anything. Failures only mean try again or redirection. It doesn't mean stopping and giving up. And that's why believing hard is everything. If this is a season of uncertainty for you, I wish you nothing but love and my best wishes. And know that because you don't know whatever is going to happen, that means anything can happen. Commit to trusting yourself and you are already halfway there. Let this year be your best year yet. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you next week. Hey, if you're ready to take this work deeper and really work through your goal and achieve it this new year, then check out my workbook, Goal Setting with Intention, where I guide you through the process of creating a clear life vision for yourself, setting your number one most important goal of the year, and working through a system to achieve the result that you want. If you're interested, visit the link at darrenliving.com/workbook. Again, it is darrenliving.com/workbook. Thank you so much for listening. I love you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.